your first step is always going to be to draw two sets of parentheses. Okay, now look at the first piece. Look, it's one. Look at that. The first piece right here says x squared. That lets us know that we have two x's. So you're going to put an x and an x. Okay, every single time. That's always what they're going to look like. Okay, now here's where you get some differences. You're always going to take this last number, which is 40. You're going to write it off to the side. Okay, now you can go through and you're going to say, well, what are the factors of 40? The first one is always going to be 1 times whatever number's up there. 1 times 40 is 40. Okay, now, because some of you guys don't know your factors, here's what I'm going to tell you to do. You're going to say on your calculator 40, and then you're going to say divided by 2, which is what? 20. So you're going to say 2 times 20 is 40. Okay, now on your calculator, you're going to say 40 divided by 3, because that's the next number that comes. 1, 2, 3, okay? And what do you get?
40 over 3.
40 over 3, which means that one doesn't go in, so you're not going to write it on your list. What comes after 3? 4. So you're going to say 40 divided by 4. 10. So that means if it comes out a whole number, then you can see how these numbers are getting closer together. If you look at a number line, 1 and 40 is here, right? And then we go 2 and 10, they're getting closer. 4 and 10, they're getting closer. Okay, you got to check all the way until you've done every number. So now say 40 divided by 5. Okay, so we can say 5 and 8. 6. Does 6 work? No, you get a fraction. 7. No. And 8 is already up here. So we've covered every number possible. Okay, now, I know some of you guys could do all the 40s in your head. Okay, don't, because if you miss something, then you're not going to be able to hear. Okay, now, where of these groups, you can pick this group, this group, this group, or this group. Okay, they go together. We need something to give me a 13. What could give me a 13? Look, that's 2.
5 and 8.
5 and 8. Okay, how could my 5 and 8 give me a 13? 5 plus 8, but I need a negative 13. So how can I make that happen? Both be minus. Okay, now, and then this one is done. Okay, here is the sign options. See how I have the 5 and the 8? You could do a minus minus, a plus plus, a plus minus, or a minus plus. Every single time you're going to have 4 options. So we could say negative negative, which is negative 13. Okay, what is positive 5 plus 8? 13. Okay, what is positive 5 minus 8? Negative 3. Okay, minus 5 plus 8? 3. Okay, so on all these you're going to get different options. So you kind of just got to go through and trial and error. Okay, so this one is done. Okay, and if we were to FOIL that back out like we did yesterday and you distribute, you would eventually get back to here. Now, I'm not one of those people that are like, check your work, because it's just, no, we're not doing that, okay? Okay, so let's look at the next one. Our first step is to do the 2 parentheses. Okay, right here it says k squared, so we're going to say k and k. We make a list of what number? 10. What's our very first one?
10 and 1.
10 and 1. Okay, so we say 1 times 10. 2, does 2 go into 10? 2 times 5. Does 3 go into 10? Okay, if you don't know, you say 10 divided by 3. Okay? And if you get a fraction, then that means it doesn't go into 10. Okay, 4. Does 4 go into 10? No, and 5's on our list. So these are all of our options. Okay, I'm trying to get to a 3. What group can I use? 2 and 5. Okay, and I need a positive 3. So how can I make that happen? Minus 2 plus 5. A negative is going to be negative 7. Okay, and here's what I would suggest to you. Even if, Darren, and I'm going to pick on Darren because he said minus 2 plus 5, which is totally right. Double check it on a calculator to make sure. You would say minus 2 plus 5 and you should get a 3. Okay, if you don't, then that means something's wrong with your signs. Okay, you might have to make one a positive instead, one a negative. Okay, just check it. Okay, 5. What's the very first thing you should do? What's our first step? Let's start going through the steps. Make the parentheses. Second step. Before that, put the ends, and then yes, Mercedes, you're going to say 32. What's the first one we should have down? 1 and 32. Okay, so say 32 divided by 2. Does that work? 16, so we had 2 and 16. 32 divided by 3. No? Okay, see how we get a fraction? That means they can't go on the list. Now say 32 divided by 4. And I would suggest to not erase on your calculator, hit the back arrow. So 8, so you're going to say 4 and 8. Sorry. So we can say 4 and 8. Okay, and then we're going to check 5. So hit the over arrow, don't erase. Okay, so hit over, that way you don't have to, and then just say 5. Okay, don't work. Now hit over, sorry, 6. Don't work. Try 7. Don't work. And then 8, see how 8's already on there? So you're done. Okay, of these groups, what can give me a 4? 4 and 8. How can I get a negative 4? Huh? Plus 4 minus 8. Check it on your calculator. Type in plus 4 minus 8. Okay. Did that work? Good. Then that lets you know it's right. Okay, 7. Boog, what's our very first thing you should do? Draw your 2 parentheses. Dallas, what's next? Put the X's. Sebastian, what's next?
54.
The 54. Anna, what's the first one on your list? Yeah. Well, it looks like a point, but I say like times, but you could do like times 54, like that. Okay? Okay, now we say 54 divided by 2. Does that work?
Yeah.
It does? What is it?
27.
27? What's the next number you should check? 3. 54 divided by 3. 3 and 18. Does 4 work? No 4? Okay, 5. 6.
9.
6 and 9. 7. Nothing. 8.
Nothing.
How do you know when you're done?
When we got to
When we get to the last number on the list, okay? So we check up to 9. Okay, and look at me real quick, please. Okay, so we start here at 1 and 54. If I'm looking at a number line, 1 and 54 is here, right? The next one is 2 and 27. That means 2 to 27 is a lot closer. 3 to 18. And then 6 and 9 are dang near touching each other. That's how it should be every time. We start out small and then get smaller, 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 smaller. And that's how you can know you got every number on the list. So even if you know 6 and 9, wait to write it so that way they go in order, okay? That way you don't forget anything. Okay, I need something that's going to give me a 3. 6 and 9. In a way to tell how many digits on the number line, okay, if I were to draw a number line, we got 6, 9. How many digits or places is this? 1, 2, 3. Look at this. Okay, so that kind of lets you know what number to use. Okay, so we got a 6 and 9. What is going to give me a positive 3? Huh? Minus 6 plus 9? Somebody check it. Does that work?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And notice on the calculator, does the 3 say plus 3 on your calculator? If there's no plus, or there's just a 3, that means it's plus. All right. Okay, number 9. Miracle, what's our first step? Draw the parentheses. Darren, second step. What's this? Huh? Okay, but yeah. Mia, what number are we going to make a list of? 72. Jackson, what's the first one on our list? 1 times 72. Good. Does 2 go into 72? Huh? Yeah? What is it? 2 and 36? 3. 24. 4. 18. 5. 6.
12.
6 and 12. 7. 8. 8 and 9. See how these numbers are right next to each other? 8 and then 9. That means we've covered everything. Okay? So of these groups, I need a what? A 1. Okay? What's going to give me a 1? 8 and 9. Okay? See how, like, if we think about a number line, 8 to 9 is 1 digit. Okay? So we got 8 and 9. I need a positive 1. Negative 8 plus 9. Good. Okay, we're going to draw our parentheses. I got R and R. And we're going to make a list of what number? 9. Okay, my first one's going to be 1 and 9. Does 2 go in? No. 3? 3 and 3. Okay, see it? Same thing. See how those are touching? That's it. Okay? I need an 8. How can I make an 8 happen? 1 and 9. And I need a negative 8. Positive 1, negative 9. Perfect.